Hi folks, Anita Ryan here, and what I thought I'd do on the three mini videos I put together after this is simply to show you the platform, the system, if you like, that I'm using to leverage my gold holdings. And so whether you're new to gold and want to be able to buy it in a safe way, but to bring leverage and make up for lost time, or whether you're somebody that already has gold, but perhaps you want to maximize the impact. There's something here for everybody. And by everybody, I mean, regardless of whether you're an individual, a family member, member of your community, and whether you want to do it for yourself, share it with your family or beyond, there's something here for everybody, no matter how passive or active you want to be along that spectrum. And so with that in mind, I thought rather than tell you about this, which will be limited because as with anything new, if I just tell you about it, if you can't immediately connect it to something you've experienced before, it can cause confusion. It can be hard to visualize, and maybe even it ends up that you dismiss it out of hand. So I thought rather than just tell you, why don't I show you the platform and what I did with an account I had and transferred it across. And that way you can see the potential leverage and determine the benefit for yourself. So that's what I'd like to do. And I'm going to share three categories with you across three mini videos. Please bear in mind there's kind of 12 ways in which you can leverage, and not all of the modules are unlocked. So I can tell you about three, but bear that in mind. And just before I go into that, just a little bit about me very briefly and what that's got to do with gold. And so in life, my main life's work is that I have a transformational mentoring business, which I prefer to call life's work because that's how it is. It's based on my true journey, which I then documented and felt guided to write into a book to help and inspire other people who may have suffered major tragedy like I did and may be stuck in the aftermath of it in terms of their loss and just being in survival mentality, to help them to connect with life again, and in coming alive, maybe also to help them reconnect with a legacy project that they may have that's been on their heart for years, but which feels very distant in the light of their losses. So it's really journey led and journey based mentoring. And so having been guided to write a book based on that and also share my core discoveries, I put that into a mentoring program. So it's very much journey based and transformational. And what has that got to do with gold? So I've been, when people pay for coaching and mentoring, they do that in the traditional way. But I know that enough about gold to know that gold is real money and it's inflation proof, and it was taken from us, stolen from us, and I want to bring it back to the people. And so I thought, well, why not allow that as a form of payment in terms of coaching and mentoring? And now we're dealing with real money that's inflation proof, because our money is losing its purchasing power. And, it's gold protects purchasing power. And as I said, inflation proof. So that was where I was coming from. But I also had a dream that seemed to indicate to me that there was a bigger picture to this than just that. So fast forward to the end of the year, I found myself in conversation with a friend who we're both part of an investment education community, learning how money works, how to invest, develop our own portfolios, and very much legacy work in our mind as well. And we're talking about gold. And I said, yes, I've got a couple of gold platforms. And my friend says, but you want to take a look at this because it will bring leverage to everything you're doing with your gold. There's something different it brings to the table. So that brings us up to the current that I kind of like learnt about it. And then I decided to transfer some of my money in an old account. It was about £550, and transfer it across into this platform to kind of see what would happen over a period of time. And in the short few weeks that I was doing this, I saw significant leverage as well as future potential leverage. So already in a short few weeks, whilst on my previous platform, I was getting some mini dividends, which were better than the bank, but about like $20 over a few months, not to be sniffed at compared to the bank. But transferring that and planting it across in here, I've seen more significant rise. And so that's what I want to show you here. So that's me in gold. And when I got to do that, at the same time, I got to experience the system on the inside. And what I saw was a very tangible expression of building around the company's mission, which is to bring gold back to the people. And that's what I started to connect with at my heart level, that, beside doing this in my coaching and mentoring, I want to bring sound money back to the people and play my part in that, because gold is real money. And unfortunately, the money that we have in our hand is a form of money, but not the substance of money. And so that's where I connect with this in my life's work, but also extending the work of Breaking Free Unlimited, which is the name of my company. It's about helping people free their money by working, or at least acquiring, real money. So hopefully you make the connection there. And with that being said, let me show you these three categories moving forward.